Faith of the heart.
Just gonna let it linger. Like, I think we'll be like, what was that?
It's the glorious intro.
Hello and welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name is Hayden.
Hi, Hayden.
With me I have
Mitch.
and
Tom.
not prospectively. Today we are talking about Batman.
Is that a question?
Yeah, Batman.
Can that be
talking
one of
about-
my questions?
Mitch, what's today's episode about?
One.
But before we begin about that, we have to discuss our social media. Mitch.
Well, we'll start with entertainthispodcast.com, which you can go to. And I would really like for people to come and share suggestions and reviews. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to pay any money. You can just go and visit the site. So there's that.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's literally free.
Yeah, you don't have to sign up or anything. You can comment in the suggestions and reviews without signing up.
No
without,
spam emails,
Yeah.
no newsletter, no nothing.
Just put in your credit card information and then comment.
But there's links there that'll take you to our Facebook, which is Entertain This Podcast. We have an Entertain This page on Facebook. We have our Twitter, which is entertain.this.
Mm-hmm.
We have our Patreon, which is patreon.com, entertain_this. And we also have our Twitch and YouTube, which is Entertain This.
Literally just look up Entertain This and find us.
With an exclamation point.
With an exclamation point. Not the evil ellipses people.
That's right.
Losers.
From Ohio. We know you listen. We see the stats.
If France doesn't listen to you, France listens to us because they know we're the best. So,
Shout out to our listeners and friends.
who got punished last week?
I did.
What did you get punished with, Don?
I had to watch Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Did Santa Claus conquer the Martians?
Yes, with the spirit of Christmas and friendship.
Of course he did.
So this dopey movie starts with it shows like these kids on Mars and they're watching Earth programs.
Okay.
Kids
Hey.
on Mars?
Kids on Mars. And they look ridiculous. They're watching news from Earth where they're like, this guy's like, oh, for the first time ever, we have a live correspondent at the North Pole to see Santa Claus in his workshop. And it's really him. They're really there with the elves. And like he's going through the whole thing, and it's just like you're watching it. It's just like, God, the production is crap.
Yeah, I just saw what the Martians look like, and I was like, really?
Yeah, the Martians, like, they're painted like, I don't even know what color it is. I mean, it was filmed in color.
Yeah.
But you can't really distinguish the color. It's like, is it green? Is it gray? Is it a combination of both? Is it brown? I'm not sure. They got like, tight, like scuba suits on.
The Martians do?
Yeah, their faces and hands are painted. They have like a little communicator box on their belt, and then they got like this like headpiece hat thing with like a flap in the back with antennas. They look like they stole it from like a TV. It looks like those like tiny cup whisks.
It made me think of like the quote unquote stormtroopers from Spaceballs with the big helmet.
Yeah,
Wow.
and like the two Martian kids' names are like Bomar and Girlmar.
Wow.
Like boy Martian, girl Martian.
That's
basically
terrible.
It is bad. So the kids are like, they're not sleeping, they're not focusing on their studies, they're not eating, and they eat pills.
It's very Martian.
Very Martian, very, very Martian, very future. Totally gnar. So the kids are all in like rebellion, and by rebellion, they're all just sitting there watching TV. So the Martian hierarchy of people in charge, which is these kids' dad, he's like the main guy in his underling group, go to consult the elder, who like he looked like he was in perpetual pain.
Just let me die.
And it's like, the BS like entrance where it's like a explosion of smoke and he's just standing there. And he's like, like, why have you brought me back? And they're like, telling him what's going on. And he's just like, he's like, the kids must be allowed to be kids. So their idea is to go kidnap Santa.
All right.
So they fly to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's stock footage, I'm guessing, of like 1950s Air Force stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm very much assuming they did not get a chance to actually film this themselves. This was just some stock footage they had from like 1952.
This is a movie that came out when?
1964.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it looks like some 60s stuff. So, they crews scrambling to their stuff because they're like, oh, there's a ship in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, missiles are, like, getting launch ready. Aircrafts are getting fueled in the air. There's all kinds of – it's like the Air Force cutscene stuff was cool because they were actually showing, like, the mid-flight.
That was the best production value of the movie.
Refuels on, like, B-52 bombers. And you're just like, oh, look at that. Like, that plane is big. So they land on Earth because they're, like, looking through their little scanners. It's like, oh, I found Santa Claus. And one's like, no, I found him. And it's like, there's hundreds of them. Which one's the real one? Because they're looking at like all like the the Christmas Santas outside of Macy's slinging the bell.
So I take it this is around Christmas time.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It takes place during December, which that's the Earth month. The Martian month is a combination of 2 months.
What?
It was like called like Septober or something. Like they just took 2 random months and made it a thing. It's like welcome to April, July.
You'd think Mars would have more months than Earth, considering it's on a longer
Spin.
Yeah.
No, I guess that's why they combine them. I don't know.
All right.
So they land. They kidnap 2 children to find the real Santa Claus. Because the kid's like, well, there's only the real one. He lives at the North Pole. Those are all of his helpers. And they're like, take us there.
To the North Pole?
To the North Pole.
Okay.
So they go to the North Pole. They kidnap Santa. And they're like, stupid like guns look like toilet parts that they forged together to make a weapon-looking thing. And like the one guy like busts in, and the others are like pointing their fingers, like "You get out of here!" And he just goes, he like aims it at him, and then picks up a piece and like cocks it, like at the top, like flips it open, drops it,
the scrub brush,
and hits the other, and like just shoves it at the other one, and does it again, and then it cuts to like the 2 elves, and they're just frozen in place.
Oh yeah,
no sound effect, nothing, not even nothing. It was just yeah. And he didn't even go, yeah. Like, it was just like he just points at him with it. And like I thought the audio dropped because I was like, oh, no, that was it. So they kidnap Santa. And
so the elves then brutally explode into gore and bits.
No.
Cool.
Mrs. Claus gets frozen. And Santa's like, oh, I'm going to hear about this later. And the dude, like the Santa guy, he's just laughing for no reason, telling like the worst jokes of all time.
Well, he's been around for a long time. His humor is probably pretty obscure at this point.
Very obscure. So they Shanghai him and the kids, fly him to Mars. One of the Martian in charge guys wants to kill Santa Claus, and on their way there, traps the kids and Santa Claus in the airlock and is going to jettison them into space.
Wow.
But there's like an air duct thing into there, which Santa thinks is a chimney. So through magic, they escape that way.
Okay.
There's an air duct in the airlock that they're going to open.
You ever been on like an old ship and they have like that that big pipe thing that goes down below deck and you can shout into it and people down below can hear you? Yeah. That's what it looked like, but it went into the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that makes sense. You got to have,
something plot.
You got to have good ventilation in the airlock.
So the kids from Earth meet Martian kids, and like the kids like Santa says something, the kids start laughing. The Martian kids are just deadpan staring at him, and then it looks like they were just like, all right, now laugh. And the kids are just fake laughing. Like there's a lot of just standing around fake laughing.
Like Speed Racer.
Yeah, but when the guy went to jettison out the kids, like the main king guy, like Kimar, whatever the hell his name was, shows up to fight him, and it's like fight stuff, and then he's like doing the fake choke out, but he's like grabbing him by like his shoulders, and then there's like so many cuts to just the dude's face, like in anger. It's like that's fight scenes. Okay,
as best as they could for a kids science fiction Christmas movie.
So they make Santa build a toy factory on Mars.
Okay.
Where it's just like automated. He's just sitting there pressing buttons. It's like, oh, we need this. And he's just sitting there and goes, dude. And he's like, like he just looks depressed.
This guy probably graduated from Juilliard. You know, he had aspirations of being.
He was like, Royal Shakespeare Company credentials. And this is what he's doing.
We gotta roll for you to be Santa Claus in this Mars movie.
So the village idiot of Mars, befriends the kids, befriends Santa Claus, wants to be Santa Claus, steals Santa Claus's backup suit, pretends to be him.
His backup suit.
The Martian bad guys kidnap that guy, and then they get into this fight with the dude after he tries to kill real Santa Claus again. And they're like, launching toy cars at his feet. They're shooting bubbles out of guns at him, like in marshmallow cannons. Mm-hmm. And the dude's just taking the shellacking like it hurts.
Yeah. So it was a good movie, huh?
It was bad. Apparently, like I was reading about it, like when it came out, it did not do good.
You think?
I wonder why.
Even in 1964, like people were just like, "All right, no,
This will
no,"
not be a
because like the next,
staple.
because like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and like, Santa Claus is Coming to Town came out around the same, like all the classic claymation stuff about Christmas came out that decade. So it
This
did not
one-
do well. But
What
then,
you watch it on?
on YouTube? The
YouTube?
whole thing was on there. But apparently, this movie has a huge like cult following
For what?
from the 90s.
There's always a cult following.
Because the Mystery Science Theater 3000 did it.
Oh, yeah.
So it had like this huge resurgence, and apparently, like Comedy Central used to play this every year around
Really?
Christmas, from what I was reading.
That's hilarious. They probably have made way more money than they anticipated.
So
Yeah.
for some reason, it's actually out there and it's popular to a certain group of people.
A certain group.
People who watch that and go, I like this. I was not one of them.
Do they have like the cliche like whistling space noises?
Yeah.
Like the UFOs and stuff. I
Yeah.
probably would have liked it.
And then they had like their robot henchman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was probably 2001: Space
It was a
Odyssey.
dude in a fridge box with like duct stuff for arms and the
Yeah.
bucket helmet with light like headlights from a car.
Error. Santa
Error.
Claus does not exist.
And then the kids almost get attacked by a polar bear, which was a guy in a polar bear costume because it moved bipedal.
And bipedal.
It was Yeti.
Was he like pandering Coca-Cola?
No, he did not have any. He was trying to maul the kid. The kids were like in like this like little cave, and he just shoves his arm in there, and he's just swinging it wildly in front of this kid's face, like almost.
Everybody's waiting for the director to cut. He's just like, let's see where this goes.
Let's see what happens here. This could be interesting. So they beat up the bad guy on Mars. They convince the king guy to let Santa Claus leave in the spirit of Christmas, and the kids on Mars, get to play and be kids, and Santa Claus and the kids go back to Earth, and everything's happy, and he makes it in time to give Christmas to the rest of the world.
Until the Jupiterans show up
Until
to
the
abduct for Santa Claus conquers Jupiter.
Santa Claus conquers Jupiter. I like some of the Martian effects was just like, oh, turn off the thing, and there's just light bulbs screwed in and that are on that they just unscrew enough to where it turns off. And it's like, activate the radar. It's like, oh, the radar's not
The
working.
clapper.
And they're just like, fix it. And the guy looks, and there's like a box with just BS they put together, and at the underneath it says radar box
Yeah,
In English.
in English.
that's funny.
It
So-
was
On a scale of 1 to 10.
1,
Come on.
2.
You've seen way worse than this.
I know I've seen way worse. I hated this one.
Good.
It was just so bad.
There's not one,
Feed into your hate.
not one redeeming value to this movie, huh?
Not that I saw, no.
Is there like a sense of 60s
The weird-
nostalgia?
No.
No.
I mean, a little bit with like some what they thought were like, futuristic set pieces.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was like the production quality and like, effects and special effects like of what I watched was so similar to Soviet Lord of the Rings, and that came out 30 years later.
I'm glad that one still haunts you. All right, cool. Well, 2 out of 10 for Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. There's your official entertain this
It was rough.
rating. A la Tom. Thanks, Tom. So let's move on to Mitch. What did you have to review?
Games.
Go for it.
Games.
So, you might remember 22 years ago
Yeah.
on Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
there was a game called Pokemon Snap. I did not have an N64, but it was one of my favorite games on N64. I really enjoyed it. So they came out with a new one this past April,
What's it called?
Pokemon Snap.
No, it's called the new Pokemon.
Oh, it's called the new.
Yeah.
Okay,
How do
didn't
I
realize-
know that? I didn't even know the game.
I didn't
You should
realize-
be doing this review.
I thought that was just like part of the title of like the article. I didn't
No.
realize that was the actual name of the game.
And they slaved over that titling.
Anyways, the new Pokemon Snap. It's very nostalgic. You basically just the whole game. You're going around. You're taking pictures of Pokemon, trying to get a better or higher grade. Essentially, like they'll do different things. You can interact with them with different ways. Like one, you can like play a little tune, and some will start dancing. Some will wake up from sleeping, and just do. They all do little minor things.
Yeah.
You can throw apples at them, which it'll either make them mad, or if you throw it at their feet, they'll eat it, and different things. And
It's a rail shooter.
that's the that's the
Literally.
drawback to it.
Yeah. So
I was really
That's-
hoping this would be like an open world kind of travel thing, but it
Right.
was
No.
not.
you're in a little car and you can't stop and you have to go
Yeah.
forward. And if you miss a Pokemon, you can't go back for him.
No, you got to do it over again.
Yeah.
But it's got really good level change ups. I feel like as far as like replaying the same level over, because like each level has you can change up to 4. Like it's got level 1 through max, which is 4, and then they've got day and night. And even like if you played level 1 over more than once, you'll have like slight little changes of different things they do. So it makes it to where you're not just doing the exact same thing over and over. Like different ones will run across your path, but like as the level goes up, different ones will appear. They'll do different things. So it's not too bad. There's supposed to be like 200 Pokemon that you can take pictures of, which in the grand scheme of Pokemon, that's not very many.
It is to me. I was used to 150.
As opposed to the thousands they probably have now.
They have a Pokemon chair now. I don't even pay attention to half that crap anymore.
I mean,
so apparently, like after you take all the pictures and you get like the best ones you can of all of them, you unlock the Cabela's version.
Cabela's with a gun.
Yeah, Cabela's big game hunter. You go through with a freaking deer rifle.
But
you eat your last haul.
It's got 9 areas, and like I said, they have day, night, and then like 4 levels for each one. Like I said, it's unfortunately the rail system, and each level has like certain challenges like they want you to try and get, which they're pretty hard to actually get because you have to get this one Pokemon to do this one certain thing. So the entire ride while you're close to that one, you got to like focus on that one instead of all the others around to try and get this one specific challenge picture.
And sometimes the Pokemon's just not even there, right?
Yeah, just depending on what level you're using.
Yeah.
And but a lot of places give it like a 7 to 8. I would kind of agree with that. I'd give it a 7.5 just because to me it's fun being a fan of Pokemon when it first came out. And granted, like I said, all these new ones.
Well,
I have no idea who
what's
they
the
are.
replay value of this? Like, is this kind of one of those games you buy, you play through it for like a week, and then that's pretty much it? You just don't touch it anymore.
If you've beaten it, yeah, pretty much.
That's what happened to me with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
I described this game to my kids, and I thought that they would either be like amazed by it or didn't like it at all, and they absolutely had no interest in it. My son kept asking, like, so when do you catch the Pokemon?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't. You just take pictures of them. He's like, why? Why would anybody want to do that?
But
look, it was different. It was 20 years ago. That's what we wanted.
So I'm wondering what
You used to be able to print the pictures.
I'm wondering what kind of market they're trying to pander this to, because like our generation enjoyed Pokemon Snap because it was like the only other thing Pokemon besides the Game Boy games, and they were fun as a kid. But today there's so much Pokemon everything. Would you really want to play a game?
I think mostly it is for like the older fans that are just like the nostalgia field.
If that's the case, then the mechanics are kind of off because like there's no upgrade system.
Yeah.
You just take pictures until you stop taking pictures. You don't upgrade your camera. You don't upgrade your little rail car.
Yeah, they give you all the upgrades. There's no like you going and finding an upgrade.
Yeah, that's just, basically a nonstop safari of just, maybe this time there's a Pokemon under that rock that you forgot about the last 15 times you went through that level, so.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I think that they really kind of pooped the bed a little bit on making it a bigger game than it could have been.
Yeah, I was really disappointed in the fact that it's a rail shooter. Like I from what it looked like online and stuff in the reviews and things I've seen in the trailers, it looked like you're in this little vehicle and you could travel the island yourself.
Get out,
which
and
would make more sense
a little bit.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that Jurassic Park movie with the what is it?
Jurassic World, where they're in that big bubble that rolls.
A Dominus Rex or something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it could have been a lot better, but if you're a fan of the original one, then it's still fun to play.
Yeah. Yeah. They have like 8 of the original Pokemon in there somewhere. So
yeah, there's a lot.
We saw a Pokemon that's made out of flowers.
Yeah.
We saw a Pokemon. Wasn't there a dumb one that we saw? That thing that just rolls. We don't even know what it was. Like a soccer ball with little arms, just pinwheeling down a.
Oh,
sand
that was
dune.
like the little cactus-looking guy.
Yeah. I was like, what is
Cactar.
that thing? Yeah.
But there were like ones that look like scorpions, essentially.
See, that makes sense because Pokemon are supposed to be based off of animals, not ice cream cones.
We had one that was a mushroom.
Yeah.
They dance when you play music.
Oh, well. Isn't that lovely?
But yeah, I see how a certain audience could enjoy this. So I think that's fair.
I mean, I played it when it was Nintendo 64 because it was a big deal back then.
Yeah.
Because like you could go to Blockbuster if you rented the game and they had this station or whatever because there was like a card you could put in the controller to save the pictures and then you could print them out.
Now, it does have an online function, which I haven't used yet.
Yeah.
But like you can edit your pictures. Like
Facebook filters.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what it
Snapchat.
is. You put like a border on it. You can put like sunglasses on them. Just different little things. But
another thing
I haven't played with that yet.
that was confusing too is the rating system. So
Yeah.
you get points depending on how good your picture is, right?
Yeah, based on like their pose, how close you are, whether they're centered in the center.
And
But then you also have the stars.
Stars, and then you get 1 to 4 stars depending on what they're doing, I think, in the picture. And then you get a type of star, like bronze to diamond.
Yeah.
And I don't even know.
The only thing that actually explained what you were doing was like the point system, because it would tell you, you had to get a pose. But even that, like one, they'd be doing nothing.
Yeah.
And they'd just be close. And another one, they'd be doing something exciting and be a little bit further away, and it'd be worth less. So
yeah, it's a hard system.
It's like there's Arcanine sleeping, 3 stars.
Yeah.
There he is over there lighting a forest on fire with flamethrower, 1 star.
Yeah.
So
Like, wait, what?
If our adult brains can't figure it out, I'm sure some kids
Little kids
that are really dumb. But all right, cool.
Move on to news. Did you know Netflix wants to get into gaming?
Yes.
You did. Okay.
I did not.
Moving on.
Regale me.
Yeah, moving on. They want to get into gaming. They said their idea would be kind of like their movie subscription, where you'd have a monthly fee, kind of like, I guess, Game Pass would be essentially what it is.
Yeah.
It would you'd have your games that you'd pay like whatever per month, and they would essentially be, I guess they're trying to focus more towards the games they have rights to right now, like the game franchises,
Resident Evil.
which will be Witcher, Resident Evil, Sonic, Infinite Darkness, Assassin's Creed, and Cyberpunk. So games akin to those, I guess, genres or those like maybe spin-off kind of stuff. But it seemed interesting. I just don't know how they would go about it.
How much more do you think your subscription would jump up for to get that?
I feel like they charge a pretty penny.
I would say I don't know, but I imagine it would be more than what I'd be willing to pay.
Yeah, I because like most Game Pass is what $60 a year, I think.
In the end scheme, I guess, because it's what, like $9.99.
It's not bad, and like there's always a game on Game Pass to play.
I was surprised at like the titles you could actually get.
It used to be stupid. Like Game Pass used to be awful.
Yeah, it didn't used to be worth it.
And
It's
now,
like here's some indie game you don't want to play.
right? And nowadays it's like really impressive. It's worth the money.
The Master Chief Collection is on Game Pass.
Yeah. So I mean, there's 8 games right there, that are fun to play. But well, I don't know. We'll see. I guess everything's got to start off. I think the one thing that Microsoft had going for it was that it had billions of dollars to keep that kind of thing floating until it became an attracting, commodity for Xbox.
Right.
I don't know if Netflix does.
I just don't see how they would compete with actual gaming studios and stuff. So I don't know.
I don't know. Google threw their hat into the ring. I don't know what's happening with that. Has anyone,
The ring threw the hat back at him.
Yeah.
what's happened to Stadia? Has anything hurt?
I honestly think they were planning on canceling it, but I don't know for sure.
I think they should.
I don't know anybody.
At this point,
that game.
for a new console or anything to try to compete with Microsoft or Sony, or Nintendo, it's like you're not going to make it.
You're going to have to either like invent actual VR or where I can just like
Ready Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player One level.
Well, I mean, for anybody to compete, they would actually have to have exclusives already built in, like big name things that could power this thing to go forward. With that, and I just don't see no company would invest in something that's not already successful.
GameSphere.
Nothing big.
Spherical.
Oh, come on, GameSphere. But that's an interesting notion because what you would call it like a 3-way monopoly between Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony as far as console gaming.
Yeah.
And then even into the handheld stuff, it's like Nintendo dominates that pretty much almost exclusively.
Nintendo's still like a powerhouse of
With
gaming.
Game Boy, the Game Boy Advanced.
PlayStation tried, and it kind of
I mean, the
died out
PSP was huge, but
for a while.
once Nintendo released the one that had 3D, where you had
I
like
don't
the
remember.
like the flip up one, you had
the
like the main screen, but you had
2DS or 3DS.
the 3DS and all that stuff. Like those things are still selling amazing.
Well, I wonder though, because like the console world is so set in stone, and it's really weird formula for people to try and mess with to get involved. Hence, if Google can't do it, nobody can do it. But if you look at like the PC world with all the indie games and stuff like that, that's much more like movies and stuff. Where if you just make something good, maybe it'll get enough attention where you can continue
I think
business.
Google did bad marketing for the Stadia because like all the commercials is just like Stadia. It's like game footage of stuff that they didn't really tell you what it was, and it's like Google Stadia. It's like, what's the console?
Yeah.
How am I playing this? Show me more. Show me more. Yeah, they don't even tell you that in the commercial.
Yeah, it was a little wonky, and like you need to have balling internet in order to pull off Stadia.
And they're like, you got this, and Nintendo's like, hey, you want to play handheld? You want motion stuff like the Wii? You want to play it on your TV? You want to play Skyrim while you poop? You can buy one console, and you are set.
Yeah.
You want to go play on the go? Cool, you're done. You want to sit down? Pop it in the console, pop out the joysticks, bam, you're playing on television. You got to go to the bathroom? You don't got to pause. You can pick that bad boy up.
All right. Is Nintendo paying you?
This podcast has been sponsored by Nintendo.
But what's funny is like Microsoft, after Stadia, immediately came out with that game as you go nonsense. You know, and I tried it on my phone. I couldn't get it to work. Yeah. You know, because my internet's not good enough. But yeah, it's funny that Microsoft was just like, we could do that, and it did like in 6 months.
Like one of the execs was like at home watching a commercial and went, huh? Picks up his phone. Hey, turn on the TV channel 5. Yeah, you watching it? Yeah.
Do that.
Or you're fired. 6 months later.
But my last little bit of news is there's a game called Elden Ring that is in development. And supposedly it's supposed to come out this year. We don't know for sure if it will, but it's by Software Inc. and George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So it won't have an ending.
No.
So Dark Souls and Game of Thrones.
No.
So we're going to be waiting probably about 4 years for this.
It'll be DLCs.
Well, supposedly they started working on it in 2017, and it's supposed to release sometime this year.
Which means they'll do one game for right now. It'll be amazing, and every single one after is just going to be a slow letdown.
Yeah.
Well, it says that, like, as far as like the Dark Souls is, they're pretty tough. I've never actually played one, but I've watched gameplay of them. This one's supposed to be a little more open world, to where it kind of gives you more freedom to roam about, just as opposed to be traveling down a hall.
I can describe it to you Dark Souls. It's like punching yourself in the nuts and expecting it not to hurt.
But they said it's going to be a big focus on the RPG stuff, as opposed to just getting loot. You actually have to level up and change things. So I don't know. It sounds interesting with Martin being like the lore and myth behind the game creation, but I don't know.
I think everybody likes to play Dark Souls, or likes to hear about Dark Souls, but I don't know very many people that played it. I tried playing it once.
I tried playing it.
And I was just like, no.
I got so fed up.
I value my sanity. So
I like the fact that people have beaten Dark Souls on the hardest setting. I'm just like, you guys are pros.
There's people who have done
speed runs
of all the games without getting hit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's impossible.
That's migraine-making material.
You have a better odds of running through a thunderstorm without getting a drop of water on you. So. But anyway, that'll be interesting to see, Mitch. So let me move on to movies real quick. I watched a movie called Synchronic with you, Mitch. I was thinking, the only movies I had watched in the past week was that or 101 Dalmatians. So I figured I'd keep it kind of more of an MO. I did reveal a little bit of information for 101 Dalmatians, but whatever. Synchronic. It's a movie on Netflix. Came out in 2019, starring Anthony Mackie, who is Falcon, and Jamie Dornan, who is the 50 Shades of Grey guy.
Okay.
I was wondering where I saw him from.
Yeah, of course you saw 50 Shades of Grey.
I knew who he was.
Good
job.
They're EMTs in Louisiana, and they just run around and they see all sorts of terrible things, which is pretty accurate. But there's this drug going around called Synchronic, and it causes people to do terrible things. Like this guy's like burnt to a crisp for some reason, and they don't understand why. And this dude's impaled with like an old cutlass and whatever. And then one of Jamie Dornan's daughter takes the pill because she's a rebel angsty teenage.
Yeah.
And she disappears. So Anthony Mackie finds the pills, and he takes them, and he finds out that it's a weird plot. If you're young enough, your pituitary gland doesn't calcify. Mm-hmm. So the drug has an effect on you where you can travel through time. Anthony Mackie has a brain tumor that causes him to keep his young pituitary tumor.
Yeah, there's a doctor in there. They explain it that it somehow changes the vibration of your molecules. I don't know exactly how that works, but
it's really
they're stretching.
Yeah, really, really pushed.
The reasoning is stretching,
Plot
but
devices.
I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it was interesting once he goes back through time because they did have like very specific rules, like where you are dictates, like geographically where you will end up in time somewhere.
Yeah, like sitting on the sofa, he showed up in like a Louisiana swamp. Like 3 feet to his right, standing in the center of the room, he was in the Ice Age.
Yeah, so it's all over the place. Well, he finds out where his friend's daughter was when she took the pill, and so he does this quest to get her back. Being a modern day black man in like the 1800s Louisiana, so
He just showed up in someone's house.
You can imagine how bad that was for him. He keeps saying the past sucks, man. But it's not a bad movie though. All things considered, the plot being bananas crazy, and
They kept it kind of like grounded, where the fact like wherever he traveled, it was a different time, but it was the exact same location in that.
yeah.
So
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's free on Netflix. If you subscribe to Netflix or if you're mooching off of a relative, that's a thing for you.
If you're one of the few who has an actual Netflix subscription that you pay for.
That's right. But it did pretty well. It actually got a box office of $1.4-ish million, considering that it's a Netflix movie. So, good for that. I don't know how much the budget for the film was, but yeah, 96 minutes, did decent reviews. I think everybody gives it around 7.5 to 8. I'd give it about a 7. I think that they could have not focused so much energy into the weirdness of why this pill makes you travel through time. They could have just said whatever makes you travel, and then they could have fleshed out more of the characters. But
it also in the movie it'll explain why it's not rampant everywhere with the pill. But.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil everything. But anyway, good movie. I'd recommend it. If you don't have anything to watch.
Good sci-fi.
So there's that. My news. The Matrix 4. It's still slated to come out for 2021.
Is it?
Yeah, do you believe it?
No.
I don't believe it either.
Well, so yeah, it's supposed to come out in December, isn't it?
December 22nd, 1990 or 2020.
1991.
He's going in the back. Past.
Take the Synchronic pills. It's a movie so top secret we released it in the past.
What's funny is like how open the production history for this movie is. All of the people who made this movie swore up and down they would never make another Matrix movie. And then Warner Brothers was going to just do one without them. And they're going to do a prequel, apparently rumor had it, with Michael B. Jordan doing a Morpheus prequel. Mm-hmm. And then I think they all got mad, the original creators, the Wachowskis and stuff, and then they got back involved.
I mean, granted, it might have been bad, but I think that would have been interesting, at least to find out what he was doing before he discovered about, the one to look for.
Yeah.
They're really pushing James B. Jordan, aren't they?
Yeah, in everything.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
James B. Jordan. I thought Michael B. Jordan. They're just like kind of shoving
Barnaby Jones.
Yeah, they're kind of just shoving him at us.
Yeah, they are.
Him! Watch him!
Yeah. So it wrapped in November of last year. It's scheduled to come out in December of this year. So it's got a year of post-production. I'd say that's a long time considering all the
Now, did
COVID
these
stuff.
people that said they wouldn't work on it, did they come back because they didn't want these other people to screw it up?
That's what it reads like.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of it was like Warner Brothers said, we're going to pay you a ton of money, so.
And they're like, all right.
And Lana
Just
Wachowski, what are they doing right now? So, nothing,
It's like, all right, I guess we'll make $1 billion, make another Matrix movie.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it was filmed in San Francisco. It will stream on HBO. So,
I knew that.
Yeah, it'll come out on HBO whilst in theaters. So
Thank you, Mitch.
there you go. We'll see what happens with this movie. It's probably going to be terrible, and then ruin everything that you liked about The Matrix.
I don't know. I mean, at least they're bringing back Keanu Reeves. Everybody loves Keanu.
Yeah, but Keanu Reeves has got some misses in his career. So
True.
Dracula.
But lately, everything he's been in is pretty good. So I would assume he wouldn't sign on unless
He's
he
had
thought
a
it would
big
be good.
resurgence.
I mean, Bill and Ted was pretty bad.
Well, that's because he was trying to go back and do the Bill and Ted from old.
Yeah.
I watched an interview.
It's just not him anymore.
Where this guy was like going on and on about how with Keanu Reeves about how hard was it for you to reacquire the voice for Bill, and he just like wouldn't stop to give Keanu Reeves like a minute to correct him that he played Ted. And then once he finally did, he was like, "I played Ted." The guy was like, "Oh man," and then he just like walked off. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I think it's gonna be trash. That's my entertainment prediction. Entertain this prediction.
It's not going to be good.
No, we'll see what happens. I could be completely wrong, and I'll eat my words. Tom.
Me.
Yeah.
So last night, Hayden gave us an interesting fun fact was that manga outsells comic books worldwide by a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
And manga, if you're an uneducated, American towards, the worldwide entertainment system, that's basically Japanese comics.
Yeah.
Yes. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So in the spirit of that, I was like, you know what? We don't review any anime, really. I'll review one.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
All right.
I was like, you know what? Let me start with the classics.
Specific.
Well, the reason why I picked it was we grew up, our exposure to anime and stuff was pretty much just Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
But just
And
saying,
Pokemon.
Dragon Ball Z got popular without social media.
That is true.
Okay.
Just saying. All these other ones are like, everybody shares it and everything. Dragon Ball Z did it before the internet was big.
I remember I was in 3rd grade, and I watched Dragon Ball Z before anybody else did. And, I tried to explain it to my friends, and they all thought I was crazy. And then next thing I know, everybody won't shut up about Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, I was the guy.
That was me. I told you all to watch it, and you laughed at me.
Let's begin my illustrious career of entertainment review because,
He reviewed it in 3rd grade. So, because back in the day, Dragon Ball Z and all that came on pretty much before your parents forced you to go to sleep.
Yeah.
That was still at watchable hours of television.
Mm-hmm.
And then later that night, the other stuff came on.
Yeah.
Which was Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of swearing.
Toonami.
On Toonami, it was a little more adultish or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my friends had stayed up, and we had gotten into watching this show. So the main character, Yusuke Urameshi, he's a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Gets hit by a car saving a kid's life.
What's it with the Japanese culture and zoot suits?
I have no idea. They're just so enamored with them.
Yeah,
they think that's how we dress.
These are cool guys. They wear zoot suits. Whatever.
So he saves the kid, and the whole the spiritual realm. They're just like, yeah, we weren't expecting you to die because we didn't think you would do that. So we don't really have a spot. So you get to go back to life, but you got to do some challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So he completes his task. He comes back to life under the stipulation he's the spirit detective, where he investigates spiritual anomalies in the mortal plane instead of the guys who escape from the demon plane.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because in the first one he has to recover 3 artifacts, take down 3 demons. 2 of them end up becoming his squad.
R.I.P.D.
Yeah, but a lot better.
Oh, okay.
A lot better.
It is a pretty fun little cartoon or anime. So.
It ran for only, I think it was 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Or there was 4 main kind of deals.
Did it have?
Isn't this the one where he would shoot his finger as the
Yeah,
gun?
the spirit gun.
I'd never seen this.
Did it have a planned ending, or do you feel like
Yes.
it just kind of fell flat?
No, the ending, he finds out he's of demon lineage. So they strip him of the detective title, and he goes to the demon plane and trains because they're whoever his demon relative is on the precipice of death, but he's in charge of one of 3 factions. So he takes over, and they're all about to go to war with each other. So they organize a tournament where all 3 compete against each other, and whoever wins runs the demon world for a year, and then they meet again to decide.
Yeah, that's the problem with anime is that
They like to fight.
well,
A lot of tournament.
9 times out of 10, if something does good enough, they're going to just milk. I was really into Bleach for the first 8 seasons, and then I think they ended up with 16 seasons or something like that, and so, but keep talking, Tom.
So, I mean, I really like because the beginning of the show, it's very him learning his way, finding the type, which you can expect from most of these animes, but it was also the first anime I watched where I was I got into it. And whenever Toonami would be oh, we have a special, we're gonna play Spirited Away or something, or more exposure from other stuff from Japan that wasn't really getting shown anywhere else on TV.
Right.
I'd watch and be well, that's different.
Yeah, it was it was weird because anime definitely had a very obscure kind of storytelling beat.
It was very much a niche entertainment.
Yeah.
And growing up.
And nowadays you see anime that's so heavily impacted from Western audiences, it's almost worse in some capacities.
Yeah.
Because it's they try to pander a little bit to the West with their anime, just kind of like we pander to the East with our stupid comic book movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
because the original run of Yu Yu Hakusho, the anime itself ran from 92 to 94.
yeah.
And I didn't watch this until 10 years later on TV in America
Right.
with obviously the English dubs.
So does the manga even longer?
Yeah, the manga ran for a while. It was like one, I think, the original Shonen Jump
Oh, really?
ones. Because I remember finding it in a Shonen Jump that they'd have like the little Scholastic Fair where you'd walk in with your $7 and you're about to, buy a whole bunch of useless nonsense at the fair. So it would be in there, and that's where I found. And I also had to figure out you read right to left.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people can't understand that.
I just never have been able to get into anime much, other than like the big popular ones. Like I watch Dragon Ball Z, I watch Pokemon, Naruto,
Yeah,
and then
One Piece.
I guess the only like one that I ever watched that was not like big mainstream was called Zoids, where it's like they were like robot fights.
The Liger.
Yeah, but they were animal robots and stuff.
Oh,
That's probably the only one that I've watched that wasn't mainstream.
I like that show.
If you're not a big fan of anime and you want to kind of find like your break-in anime, I think Death Note is a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul is a really good one. It kind of goes off the rails towards the end. And then, of course, Cowboy Bebop. You can't go wrong with that one. So,
I would rate this a solid 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's it's a short run for a series. It's like, I think 4 seasons, it's like 150 episodes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when they're 20 minutes apiece. There's a lot of plot that happens, a lot of character development that happens very quickly.
Is there stupid filler episodes?
No.
That's good.
Not that I remember
That's
anyway.
my only requirement for anime. I have 3 requirements from anime. It can't have giant robots because that's every freaking anime. It can't be about high school because that's every freaking anime. And I have to watch dubbed. I can't stand listening to another language. I'm sorry.
I mean, the beginning he's in school, but like once that quickly gets faded out, where they're just like, all right, now we're full-time spirit demon butt kickers.
This might be a little off topic, but I do remember one anime that I watched when I was little that I don't know if y'all ever saw it. It was called Ronin Warriors.
Yeah, the dude with the 2 swords. He put them together.
Well, like there was one guy, like he could combine all the armors, but then there was like 6 or 7
Yeah, it was like
of
6
them.
of them. I had like the green guy.
Yeah, I had the blue one, and like they were just like these normal fighting, almost like Power Rangers. They would fight, and then when they had to fight the big guy or the main guy, or whatever,
Power armor.
the armor would just like develop on them, and then they'd have whatever special weapon they had.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
That was a cool show. So you can watch it on YouTube. It's all on there.
Oh, wow. That's
No
cool.
ads.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome. All right,
But
cool.
I don't know if it's getting taken down or whatever because of copyright, but check it out. Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
TV news. There's a Star Wars show that should be coming out in December.
What?
The Book of Boba Fett.
Is that the Boba Fett spinoff?
Yep.
From Mandalorian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where he takes over Jabba's stuff.
It's all about Boba and the name of the Asian woman.
I think her name's Ming Wen.
Is this a prequel to the Mandalorian?
I think it's
No, it's going to be its own little side
it's
series.
like taking off right where they left off with.
from that little spoiler at the end of one of the episodes.
It's The Adventures of Boba Fett, which I saw Dave Filoni was an executive producer, and I was like,
sweet.
okay. And John, I was like, all right, that'll be good. That'll be a good show. That'll be fun. And
My mom's a weird, big fan of Mandalorian. I never thought that she would find something that science
my
fiction.
mom really likes the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think it's because it's Baby Yoda's cute.
Yeah.
So I wonder if
him and his shenanigans.
I wonder if she'll like this show. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I know like Mandalorian's more like bounty hunter, do this. I wonder if the Boba Fett will look a little more at the underworld of Star Wars.
That's what I think. Is that's kind of
so.
Boba Fett. He doesn't. I mean, he has a code, but he's very much like, if you give me money, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy worked for the Empire.
Well, and Jabba, he's the one that would do the underhanded deals, providing weapons and all that kind of stuff. So I wonder how
Giving
Boba Fett will
his
go about
DNA freely.
that.
Well, they ran a whole series of space that even the Empire didn't really deal with.
Mhm.
They were like, all right, you got that.
Yeah.
We're not going to really mess with you. So
Well,
that should be coming out in December. I haven't heard anything about a delay. They haven't really released anything about a plot other than that. Or as far as the only thing I know is the guy who plays Boba Fett. I don't remember his first name. His last name's Morrison.
so old now, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's still going to be Boba Fett.
Yeah. Aquaman's dad. All right, so
Aquadad.
let's talk about Batman.
Do we have to?
We do. We don't have to jump straight into. You can have your warm up phase here where we just flesh out the idea, the character of Batman. Is there anything you want to talk about first? All right. So Batman came out with Detective Comics back in what year?
I think 39.
Yeah, and
It first appeared in Detective Comics, I think 27.
yeah, originally he was this pink,
Well, he was
red.
He was
looking-
red with black trunks, purple gloves, blonde hair, and he had actual like bat wings, like from like mechanical bat wings.
Right. And
He had a gun.
He had a gun and he killed people.
He actually killed the Joker in their first meeting, but then
Yeah.
like the writers were like, no, we like this character.
That was almost one of my questions.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Good research. But anyways, so the incarnation of Batman has just gone off the rails since then.
Yes.
You know, like he's got like suits powered by the sun that he can fight gods with and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
What would you say is the one consistent thing that has stayed from Batman since its creation?
Probably the fact that like he has his journey where he wants to protect Gotham, and he wants to do it his way. He wants to no killing. He wants
Justice.
justice,
Yeah.
but he just kind of has his own moral code as opposed to some of the others,
Yeah.
other superheroes, where some of the others, we can't be too aggressive, we can't be too brutal, while they're punching their faces in. But like Batman, he has no problem sending this person to the hospital or into a coma to get what he needs.
At least you're
I didn't
alive.
kill him.
He didn't kill him.
Still
He'll never walk
counts.
again, but I didn't kill him.
You'll wish you were dead.
Well, kind of like in the Christian Bale movie when the mob guy goes, "This fall won't kill me." I know, and just drops him.
He's like, I know. Bye. The guy's like, ah.
So basically everything's about Gotham. Would Batman sacrifice another city to protect Gotham?
No.
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 So he would just let Gotham burn.
Well, no,
He
it's Batman. He would find a
He
way.
would find a way.
to the
Okay.
Bat Belt.
The Batman doesn't do good with ultimatums, huh?
He's got enough people of the Bat family to help him out. So.
Yeah.
There's actually a Batman Incorporated where he has Batman-esque people all
I
around
know.
the world.
One of my questions is about that.
Okay.
So, Tom, do you have any questions before we begin the real deal?
I do not.
Okay. Are you ready, Mitch?
Aye, Captain.
I know I'm about to get that one question wrong.
All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Let me see your pen, Mitch, so I can jot down how many of these you get right. You already kind of answered this because Hayden asked you. So this is your ground ball. What number issue of Detective Comics does Batman first appear?
27.
Correct.
Okay, watch me get it wrong.
All right. Ready, Mitch? What is Batman's dog's name?
Ace.
Good job.
How many Robins have there been in mainstream DC continuity?
7.
5.
Mainstream. It's kind of debatable. What is considered mainstream?
I don't know. It's just
All right. Well, we could flag that one for argument.
for review.
If it's a close call, we'll come back
Because
to
you
that.
got Carrie Kelly, Stephanie Brown, then you got Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian. I think there was one other one. I can't remember their name, though. Anyways.
We'll
come back.
if we have to. All right. So, what swamp near Gotham did Solomon Grundy come out of when he got reanimated?
The name of the swamp?
Yes.
I don't know.
Slaughter Swamp. That's a wrong one you got there, Mitch. Did you mark that one down?
I knew you come out of a swamp. I didn't know the name
I'm
of
only
it.
marking the ones he's gotten right.
Oh, okay.
So he's got 2 so far.
All right, your turn.
What were Batman's last words before he's killed by Darkseid in Final Crisis?
Oh, no. I have this comic, and I've read it more than once.
Justice.
5,
Delete browser
4,
history.
2.
I want to say, like, I win or something. I don't know.
Try me.
Try. Okay.
Mm.
Because he's like, you won't kill, you won't use that gun, and then he shoots him in the chest.
All right. Batman's dog Ace has been depicted as 2 breeds. Name one of them.
German Shepherd, or no, Great Dane.
Yes, that's both of them are German Shepherd and a Great Dane. Good for you.
Which episode of Batman the Animated Series won it its first Emmy?
I have no idea. Episode 1?
Robin's Reckoning Part 1.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Solomon Grundy has been depicted with 2 names. Name one of his names. His actual name, not Solomon Grundy. Cyrus Gold, and Butch Gilzean.
Cyrus sounds familiar, but I don't know the.
Yeah, so got that one wrong too.
Good question. Since 1966, how many actors have played Batman in a theatrical release?
Since '66, let's see. 6,
8.
8.
Theatrical release.
Are you talking about cartoons too? Because then that would be Kevin Conroy. Who else? I don't know.
It's 8.
Do you know who they are?
No.
Well, then how was?
Wow. What a setup there, Tom. I'm trying to be nice. Okay.
Did you count Arpats?
He's not been out yet.
Mm.
If you count him,
I'm just wondering.
if you count him, that would be 8. If you include Kevin Conroy, but that one hadn't been out yet, so I wouldn't.
I don't know. It's just the way it is. Hey, whatever. You guys wrong. All right. At one point, Batman had a pet ape. What was Bat Ape's secret identity? This is a legit thing.
Detective Chimp? I don't know.
No. His name was Mogo.
Never heard of that. Interesting.
According to Forbes, how much is Bruce Wayne worth?
$9 billion.
I'll give you that. You're close. It's 9.2.
Okay.
I'll give you the 0.2.
When I was looking up facts, that's what I saw. I guess the other day or something like that.
All right. Batman has had some very obscure devices, from a kryptonite ring to a bat handkerchief. What did Batman invent to deal with Slaughter Swamp? This is the Adam West era.
I have no idea.
The bat fly swatter.
Oh my god!
That's bad.
I knew when you said Adam West, I was like, it's got to be something stupid.
Yep.
What was the title for Tim Burton's planned third Batman movie?
The title?
Wow, I didn't even know this.
Production.
The Dark Knight.
I guess Batman Eternal. I don't know.
Batman Continues.
Continues.
Oh, look at
That
that.
was kind of a lazy title.
But he didn't continue.
He did not.
This is Batman Forever.
All right. Batman's Batmobile is registered with the DMV. Can you tell me its license plate number?
As I can tell you his license plate number as well as I can tell you Superman's social security number.
You want to take a guess? Or you
No.
want to just, all right.
Bat 1.
No. There was a cartoon edition where it was one bat for you, but everyone knows this one as 2F-3567.
That's one of those
Incidentally,
all or
that was
nothing
my bonus
questions.
question.
Oh, darn it.
What was it again?
Damn it.
Well, you got it. All right. Go ahead, Tom.
What inspired the creation of Harley Quinn?
What inspired the creation?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know the cartoons where she originated from, not the comics, but I have no idea.
A sketch from Days of Our Lives featuring Arlene Sorkin.
Okay.
That's what inspired them.
Come on, Mitch.
Well, I told you the realm that I had knowledge in.
Yeah. All right. Batman's first girlfriend was in Detective Comics 31. What was her name?
Vesper Fairchild.
No.
No.
Julie Madison.
Okay.
Julie.
I was just trying to think of the first one I could remember.
What are the only 2 words spoken in issue Batman 433?
I'm Batman.
No. Apparently, this is like a big thing. There's literally, that's it.
Don't know.
Get out.
Okay.
Well, Batman at one point boinked Alfred's daughter. What was her name?
Alfred's daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Alfreda.
Julie Pennyworth.
Because he has a daughter now, but that's not her name.
I don't know what realm, world, or
Continuity.
series. Yeah. So,
Tim Drake made his first appearance in Batman comics in what storyline?
Identity Crisis.
No.
Oh.
year 3.
Year 3. Oh yeah, I didn't know that was considered a storyline. Okay, I've got that comic. I just didn't know that was like the title of the storyline.
Well, you were striking out big time.
Well, I told you the expertise area that I had, and these are not the questions for that.
I've got 2 more questions. All right. Night Runner, or Bilal Acela, was recruited by Batman to be the vigilante in what city?
I don't know. I think it's India, though.
No.
No.
India's a country.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying I don't know the city, but.
Paris.
Oh, okay. Same thing. French guy, did you know that?
That was all my questions.
Oh, you're done?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's my double or nothing question. What is Batman's favorite soup?
Togotani or Pogotani soup? I don't know how you pronounce it.
You're very close.
Mogotani soup?
I don't even know how to begin to pronounce that.
You want to? I'll give you.
I
one
know
more
it's something Tawny soup. I can't pronounce it.
He's so close.
He is on the precipice.
All right, try it one more time to pronounce it, and if you're any bit closer, I'll give it to you, and I'll take the punishment.
Malga Tawny soup. I don't know.
Mulligatawny.
Okay.
I was impressed. I was like, "Whoa!"
He started sweating. He got glistening. He's like,
I couldn't remember how you pronounce it, but
because my bonus question was, "What's the Batmobile's license plate number?"
I thought he might actually know that because apparently a lot of people know that.
yeah.
All right,
I just couldn't remember how to pronounce it. Well, exactly.
Mitch, your punishment. Would you prefer to have a TV show or a movie?
Movie.
Jim and the Holograms, the most recent rendition of it. Apparently one of the worst movies ever made. Went to theaters.
Jim and the Holograms?
Yep, I'll pull up a trailer for you.
Great. Well, I'm glad all these other people got to learn some of the answers to these questions, even though I didn't know them.
I learned a lot researching for you.
I played a lot of Batman quizzes.
Like, honestly, a lot of the quizzes that are out there, they have like terrible. They underestimate their people big time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was like, no. Mitch is gonna suffer.
Like I went to page 2 of the Google search for the quizzes. I was like, Mitch won't go this far.
I don't know what's going on with my phone, but I can't load anything. Can you pull up Jim and the Holograms on your thing?
Yeah, when it comes to like the Batman stuff, I know like the basic origin and like backstory, and then more current stuff.
Yeah,
because I really got into comics about 2011, and
there's too many like it's like if the
iterations.
Bible was interpreted by every culture ever, you know.
Yeah. Well, because there's this Earth, and then they combine the stories from Earth 1 and 2 into one singular storyline, and then some things count, some don't.
I'll be interested to see how this new comic book runner handles Batman.
Oh, I don't know. I don't read that series anyways.
Yeah, she's supposed to be running it though, right?
Well, she's doing Detective Comics.
Wow.
There's 3 or 4 other Batman comics.
I, Jerica Benton, am living the most unexceptional life. Get one of those grocery bags? My sister Kimber and I live with our Aunt Bailey and her 2 foster kids. Here she is.
I guess. I don't know.
I've seen this trailer. I hate you.
What?
This is a stupid. We saw this trailer on YouTube.
We did?
Yeah.
I'm going to play you a song I wrote.
Just skip ahead.
Jen and the Holly.
Wasn't it a cartoon back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Just skip ahead because like they're not gemmed out yet. There you go. Look at them all.
Gemmed.
Yeah, their makeup and stuff.
Yay.
This is like a fault for your
Broken mirrors
stars.
looking at my fractured self.
Yeah.
You need to trust the people you're closest to.
Yeah, trust him, Mitch.
Fix this.
What's
Man, if you have epilepsy, do not watch this.
It looks terrible. Yeah.
It does look
I'm
bad.
excited for you to review this movie, Mitch.
It's musical.
Well,
Yay.
that's okay. You get me next week because next week I'm going to do Zelda trivia
Oh yeah, we're gonna get this good.
and get this good.
Based on like the prequel round we did to Outside, it's like we're gonna have to go like Tolkien style.
I'm just
So-
gonna make sure he's not gonna be the only one to get to win a quiz.
So
yeah, it can't be you.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this like destroying one particular person with trivia
Every week.
Yeah, we're gonna finish that with the Zelda one. So I'll take the brunt of this, and then the next one, Tom will be in charge of coming up with trivia for a specific topic that me and Mitch have to compete over to see who's got the best one. We'll do that the week after that.
Okay.
So unless there are any listeners out there who have objections,
Or have suggestions of other things that could be done.
yeah. So
All you gotta do is go on the entertainthispodcast.com and let us know.
yep. Well, goodbye from Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye from Mitch.
Bye, Mitch.
Goodbye from me, Hayden.
Get out of my house.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I knew that was not gonna go good.